Lily from Dunedin in New Zealand. Michael Smale started refereeing rugby union before switching codes to the great game that is rugby league, moving to Sydney, officiating in the New South Wales Cup before moving to the UK in 2017. This is Michael Smale's first Hudson appointment as the man in the middle, and we've had 10 seconds gone on the clock until moving the ball 25 metres out from their own try line on tackle number 2. It's going to go now here with Belmas, and Belmas is clattered there. Great defence early doors here from Jordan Baldwinson and Michael Lawrence. Eli Pelissier in there at dummy half, the former Catalans hooker, looking to get a little bit of a foothold early doors here, but so far so good for the Bulls as the Bulls hunt with AJ Wallace. Toulouse offloading the ball to Oshol Bott, and Ollie Oshol Bott makes a couple of metres forward. He's brought down 35 metres out from the Bradford line. They're on the last tackle here, Toulouse. Pelissier goes short side to Shorrocks. Shorrocks just pumps one up into the air. That's dealt with there superbly by Liam Tingle, who had a couple of games for the Bulls last season, scored the match-winning try in a 22-21 win over Batley here in round 7. So this is that Toulouse defence forcing the Bulls back towards their own try line, and it's Holmes playing the ball at fullback as Blackmore now gets Bradford 8 metres out from their own line on tackle number 3. It is suffocating, warrior-like Toulouse defence, although they've conceded the 6th again here of Toulouse because they were just holding down in the tackle. So Liam Tyndall's second carry of the afternoon. Now it's going back in centre field here with Fenton Rogers. So Bradford, a bit of a piggyback there with that set restart. They're moving the ball in a centre field position. They're 20 metres shy of halfway here as Blackmore once again carries it straight into Peru and Shorrocks. The 10 shy of halfway here on tackle 3. Patton now gives it to Baldwinson. Just shy of halfway here, the Bulls. Tackle 4 gone here for Mark Dunn inside. It's Bradford against Toulouse here at Hudson as Patton links with Lilly. Ball over the top. Chance here for Arundel. Arundel's away. Arundel past the 40, past the 30. He's 20 metres out here. They're on the last tackle, the Bulls. Lilly to Patton. Patton's dropped the ball.
Last tackle was just a change.
Jordan Lillick just apologises to Patton there.
Here, boys. Just to play the ball, lads.
Beg your pardon for the chesty cough. But it was lovely cut-out ball there from Lilly to Arundel. And Arundel,
boys, give here. Come on.
30 metres over on the far-stand side. 0-0 here at Hudson Stadium. Bradford 0, Toulouse 0. But we've just seen Bradford perhaps just find a way that they might look to exploit and take advantage against Toulouse here. Well, as we say, Brad Foster, Michael Lawrence, Josh Johnson, all coming back for the Bulls. Josh Johnson will make his first debut. And as we said, Liam Tyndall on that dual reg loan agreement from Leeds. Here come Toulouse, now inside the Bradford half of the field, but that's good defence from Baldwinson, Flanagan and Lilly. But they've conceded the penalty here, and George Flanagan's going to be penalised for a dangerous tip tackle, says referee Michael Smale. Brad England also involved in the tackle. And it's the first penalty here of the afternoon. It's gone to the visitors. And we've had 4 minutes gone here at Odsall. And Sylvan Houlis is going to send the kicking tee out. So 4 minutes gone. You're 25 out from the Bradford line. Sylvan Houlis perhaps showing Bradford a degree of respect here.
Drop a couple, come on.
Well, it was George Flanagan, Brad England were involved in the tackle. And Michael Smale not happy with the legality of the finished product. Miles Lawford, 18th man for the Bradford Bulls this afternoon.
Drop back, boys, please, come on.
So it's going to be
working with them. George, get
Jake Shorrocks to attempt the conversion attempt. He was 2 from 7 last week against York. Kick predictor turned on for the first time this afternoon.
He's coming.
It's at 78%. Shorrocks just to the left-hand side of the post. And he's missed again as Jake Shorrocks. So the kicking conundrum continues for Sylvan Houlis and Toulouse. 25 tries scored in 2023 already, but they've only converted 10 of them. It could come down to kicking. Here we go. Bradford from the 20-metre restart, kick it deep. Toulouse already up to halfway here. And that's a big, strong run from Guy Armitage, who's making a lot of metres down the middle. And he's gone on the edges as this occasion as Guy Armitage. Pelissier in at dummy half. Now it goes towards Josh Ralph to Shorrocks. Good organisation early doors here from the Toulouse Olympique. Half-back Shorrocks now. This gives it along the line. Lambert Belmas. And Belmas is going to be brought down. 25 out on tackle number 4. Pelissier appealing for a penalty, none forthcoming. Back down the middle, they're going to go with Belmas. It's his second carry on this set of 6, and they're on the last tackle in front of the Bradford post here at Odsal Stadium. Pelissier goes wide. But that's great defence there from Joe Arundel. Although Toulouse have lost the ball's been coughed back to Guy Armitage, and Guy Armitage heading towards the Bradford line. His run is halted there by Ben Blackmore and Brad England, and that was great defence there from the Bradford Bulls, and it remains Bradford 0, Toulouse 0 here at Odsal Stadium. Just shy of 7 minutes gone here, but already we've seen a bit of goal-kicking problems here for Toulouse as Bradford now win a penalty because Michael Smale, the referee for this afternoon's fixture, says the ball has been stolen. 2-on-1 in the tackle, and that's now going to help the Bulls and advance them up the field a little bit further. We've got people listening in Lancashire, people listening in Devon, people listening in Harrogate. Bradford 10 shy of halfway, fresh set of 6 here now. Lily to Padden, Padden to Lawrence. Lawrence wrapped up there by Stefani and Peru. The two Toulouse defenders doing a bit of a number there on Lawrence. Here goes Baldwinson up to halfway. Good metres after contact from Jordan Baldwinson. Flanagan to Lily. Lily now to England. Bradford look up for it. They're certainly prepared to roll the sleeves up from what we've seen in the opening 8 minutes here at Odsal. 0-0. As Lawrence now gives the ball to Patton. Patton goes behind Lawrence. Referee allows Bradford the advantage here. Toulouse appeal for the Shepherd. No penalty forthcoming. And Bradford have 2 tackles left. They're 30 metres out now. They go on that far stand side with Lily to Arundel again. Arundel past Pelissier. Arundel's brought down. 10 metres out from the line. They're on the last tackle. Here goes Blackmore. Blackmore kicks into the turf. It bounces up kindly for the Toulouse fullback Ali Oshaw, but he'll take tackle number 1 on a fresh set of 6 here for Toulouse. But Bradford haven't penned. 5 metres out from their own try line here. And this big crowd inside Odsal, as the heavens just start to open. Well, this game, it's very even Stevens early doors here. But let me tell you, with 9 minutes gone and the heavens opening here at Odsal Stadium, that's a great leveller for Mark Dunning and the Bulls. Ashall Bott now out of dummy half, up to halfway. He's made some valuable metres for Sylvan Houlis' side. Lawrence and Flanagan in that defence. They're going to kick here on the last tackle on halfway. It's Shorrock straight down the throat here of Holmes. Holmes takes tackle 1, 25 out from his own try line, and Bradford back in possession. So potentially there could have been 5 new faces if Mike Dunning had used James McDonnell. He didn't use James McDonnell for this afternoon's game, so just the 4 new faces in Liam Tyndall, Michael Lawrence, Josh Bronson and Brad Foster. And here's one of those new faces, Liam Tyndall, carrying Bradford just shy of the halfway line here at Odsal. It's Bradford 0, Toulouse 0. Bradford really up for the fight here in the opening 10 minutes as Patton now gives it to Fenton Rogers. Rogers goes straight for Peru and Breverton. And Joe Breverton has to get back the 10 here. Doesn't want to concede the penalty as Bradford, they spot the gap on that far stand side again here. And it's a lovely line ball there from Lily. Lily to England. He's going to be brought down 30 metres out from the Toulouse line. They're on the 5th and last tackle. Flanagan to Lily. Lily kicks on the reversing infield. It's a horror show from Toulouse. They've lost the ball. It's picked up by Lawrence. Bradford want the call to continue, but Michael Smale is going to put scrum head and feet to the Bulls, and he's going to say, Ashall Bott, knock that ball on. Well, the heavens have opened here. And Bradford looking for first points. It's 2 errors apiece with 10 minutes gone. Mark says he's got a season ticket for the Bulls, but too cold and damp to stand at Odsal with a back injury. So he's listening to the commentary on West Yorkshire Radio this afternoon. So scrum to the Bradford Bulls. Exactly 10 minutes gone on the clock. From the scrum, it's going to go to Patton. Patton takes the line on tackle 1. Wrapped up there, 5 metres out to the left-hand side of the post. Flanagan now, in centre field with Rodgers. Fenton Rodgers is going towards the Toulouse line. He can't get the ball down. He's held up. And we're going back to the 10. Bradford will reset, reshape, reload. And this is incessant pressure now that the Bulls are putting on Toulouse. Referee Michael Smale not happy that the ball has been played in the correct position. So we're going to have another play of the ball. Here we go. Flanagan to Lilly, to England. Brad England now going on that run. And he's a couple of metres out from the Toulouse post here at Odsal Stadium. Back in centre field with Lawrence. Lawrence towards the Toulouse line. His run is halted. And Bradford on tackle 4. They are just a couple of metres out, knocking on the door. Looking to smuggle the ball out the back here, but they're going to take the tackle. 5 metres out from that line. Flanagan now to Lilly. Bullet pass out wide to Blackmore. Oohs and ahs from the crowd. Blackmore crossfield kick. He's kicked it straight to Shorrocks. Although Shorrocks has lost the ball and Bradford on the 0 tackle. It's a chance for Tyndall in at the corner. Tyndall fronts up. He's still going, is Liam Tyndall. It's a 0 tackle here and Bradford. Flanagan is through a gap and George Flanagan will open the scoring here for the Bradford Bulls. Toulouse just couldn't set their defensive structure in place and George Flanagan, eyes like dinner plates, he saw the gap, he saw the light and he plotted his course past the Toulouse defenders. They were stood static like statues and the Bradford Bulls, it's only the second try that Toulouse have conceded all season, but George Flanagan, it's his second try of the season, Bradford's 11th, and that could just be the catalyst for Mark Dunning and Lee Greenwood's side here. It was built, contained on the pressure from that kick chase defence. It was Ashall Bott with the first error who coughed the ball up, and then we saw Shorrocks do exactly the same. Kick predictor here for Deck Patton's conversion attempt. It's at 84%. It's just to the left-hand side of the post. The water's coming in the commentary box here, the laptop, the equipment, it's all getting soaked. Patton converts, and it's Bradford 6. Toulouse 0 here at Odsal Stadium. West Yorkshire Radio, West Yorkshire Rugby League. Well, Jake Shorrocks had a chance to open the scoring for Toulouse with that penalty miss after 5 minutes. And 11 minutes gone on the clock here. Bradford lead Toulouse by 6 points to 0. It was down to Flanagan, the awareness, the experience. He backed himself from 8 metres out. Panham 1 from 1. Bradford 6. Toulouse 0 here. 12 minutes gone on the clock, and here come Bradford again from the restart. Oohs and ahs from the big crowd here at Odsal Stadium. Well, we've just managed to wipe the laptop and the equipment.
Hold it next time.
But 12 and a half gone here. Bradford on the restart here after the try of George Flanagan. They're leading by 6 points to 0 as we now see Patton to Wallace. Wallace goes past Peru, goes past Preverton. He has to take the tackle there from Jussamé, who's coming from his wing centre position. And Bradford are going to kick early in the count here. Then Patton is looking to turn around Guy Armitage, and that's a good tactic. You feel Mark Dunning done the homework, and they want to tire out Guy Armitage. That's the second time they've kicked to Guy Armitage now, and he's made 25 metres from his own try line to where he's playing the ball on tackle 1. That's restricting what he can do. And you can see the tactics being employed here by Dunning and Greenwood and co. It's Bulls 6, Toulouse 0 here at Odsal Stadium. Saturday afternoon, Rugby League. A real good contest this from the Championship. Last week's game against Widnes was equally up there. This is probably even better. And the message from Bulls on Radio listening this afternoon says, Bradford, just stay focused. Toulouse up and over halfway here. Here goes Peru, puts the fending on England. Goes past England, can't get past Flanagan. And they're on the last tackle. Toulouse 10 metres inside the Bradford half of the field. Pelissier now to Shorrocks. Kick goes in. Was that a late challenge? Referee looks to the touch judge. No penalty forthcoming. Bradford have a player down, just receiving a little bit of treatment. It's George Flanagan, who is just going to receive treatment in back play from the Bulls physio. Bradford now in possession, 12 out from their own try line after that kick from Shorrocks on the last. Blackmore's in there at dummy half. He will take on Breverton. He'll also take on Belmas, and he's brought down just outside his own 20-metre line. It's Bradford 6, Toulouse 0, if you're just joining us here on West Yorkshire Radio this afternoon. That's the Championship, round number 4. Liam Tyndall playing the ball here. Now to Patton. To Holmes. To Gill. Gill's away. Lovely inside support from Wallace. Wallace, can he find Holmes? He couldn't find Holmes. But Bradford on the last tackle. Toulouse all offside. Here goes Kieran Gill. Herring to the line. To Patton. Patton into the in-goal area. Bradford are going to score. Oh, the ball's been lost over the line. It was as close as you can get to scoring from Joe Arundel. It was a lovely break from Kieran Gill. He found the inside support of AJ Wallace.
Wow.
Holmes was calling for the ball, but Wallace couldn't smuggle it out. And with Toulouse stretched on the last tackle, 25 out, it was a diagonal crossfield kick from Patton into the Toulouse in-goal area. And Joe Arundel just couldn't ground the ball before the dead ball line. Oh, you're talking centimetres. It's Bradford 6, Toulouse 0 here. And Toulouse looking to get back in front as we see a blind break with the pass on the inside. And just like that, Anthony Marion is going to score around and underneath the post. And Toulouse hit back in spectacular fashion. It had come after Joe Arundel couldn't ground the ball in the in-goal area. And Anthony Marion doing what Anthony Marion does well. That support play after that break, I do believe, from Eli Pelissier. And Pelissier, lovely pinpoint pass there, sucking in Holmes. And around and underneath the post from 20 metres out, Anthony Marion will go. And we're about to be locked up here at Odsal Stadium. We've had
just a couple of loose teams.
15 minutes gone on the clock. Bradford 6, Toulouse 4. Shorrocks will surely not miss from in front here, despite the wind and the driving rain.
So we've tipped them off. Done the same with Patton on that set as well. And then a few Toulouse players. So it's lined up.
Well, on such moments,
plenty of time, Ben.
Games can turn. Yeah, it's very dark and gloomy here at Odsal, so the floodlights are just coming on for the first time this afternoon. Lovely support play from Marion. Kick predictor here, 100%. Slap bang in front. Shorrocks failed with his early attempt after the penalty for the tip tackle. He's out to 1 from 2, and we're locked up here in the 16th minute at Odsal Stadium. It's the Bradford Bulls 6, Toulouse 6 on West Yorkshire Radio.
Yeah, just don't stop short on me.
Take a step on your
So there we go.
Gordon, give me that half a step.
60 seconds, 60 crucial seconds there. If Arundel somehow just gets ahead of the ball, or the ball just has a little bit of power, a little bit of weight off it, it's potentially 12-0. All if buts and maybes, but the pleasing factor from a Bradford perspective, a Bradford point of view, is that Bradford are in the contest and they are prepared to fight here at Oxford this afternoon. Bulls 6, Toulouse 6. Here's try scorer Anthony Marion, goes straight down the middle here, brought down there by England, and Rogers gets to his feet, he'll play the ball. Pelissier, now it goes on the edges to Peru. Dominic Peru's rolled over on tackle 4 on halfway. It's very, very heavy underfoot. Here goes Breverton. Joe Breverton just meets Flanagan and Rogers head on. They're on the last tackle here, Toulouse. They've made 60 metres on the restart. Shorrocks kicks on this right-hand edge. Toulouse kick chase.
Surrender! Let him go!
Okay and cleared. And that is suffocating defence there from the winger Paul Marcon and Matthew Jussenet. Liam Tyndall playing the ball on tackle 2, 10 metres out from his own try line. Here goes Blackmore. Blackmore goes straight into Belmas and Breverton. And they've lost the ball here, Bradford, with Ben Blackmore. And Toulouse now looking to find themselves in an opportunity to potentially take the lead here. We've had 17 minutes gone here at Odsal Stadium. 6 points apiece. Toulouse now right on top of the Bradford line. Pelissier's in there at dummy half. It's going to go to Marion, to Breverton. Joe Breverton twisting, turning, can't get past the white shirt Bradford defence. Flanagan's appealing, the ball's been lost there. Referee says play on, and he's going to play the ball a metre out. Pelissier to Shorrocks. Shorrocks stands, dances. He's got a lot of time there as Shorrocks. Crowd just getting a bit frustrated. They want more defensive line speed. Here goes Pelissier to Belmas, and Lambert Belmas. He's over the Bradford line. He's trying to get the ball down, but he's not going to ground the ball when he has Tom Holmes, Michael Lawrence. Oh, he's just thrown a punch here as Belmas. Belmas has just thrown a punch at George Flanagan, and the touch judge has immediately come on the field here. Well, Belmas is in a lot of trouble here for mine. He's clearly punched and made contact with George Flanagan. Well,
there's nothing there, mate.
The referee and the officials, well, perhaps from up here, perhaps it was more of a slap, but ultimately Flanagan's really got in the face of Belmas there. We're going back to the 10-metre line for play the ball, and it will be the last tackle for Toulouse. So let's see what unfolds here. Shorrocks, crossfield kick, kicks towards Lilly. He's done exceptionally well there as Jordan Lilly. He's put his body on the line, and he's diffused the ball on his own try line. And here goes Blackmore out with dummy half. We've had 19 minutes gone here at Odsal Stadium. It is Toulouse 6, Bradford 6. A real good high-end, high-quality championship game as Liam Tyndall is being held in the tackle. No 6 again. Here goes Rogers. Rogers rolled over by 300 Toulouse defenders. Peru, Breverton and Stefani involved in that tackle. Flanagan now to Lawrence. Lawrence goes straight towards Pelissier, and that's a dangerous tackle from Eli Pelissier, because Eli Pelissier, with the help of Joe Breverton, they've lifted Michael Lawrence up and they've dumped him in one of those dangerous tip tackles. And we're about to see Bradford's first interchange of the afternoon as Josh Johnson is about to make his long-awaited Bradford Bulls debut. So, Bradford, their second penalty of the afternoon. It's going to see Bradford a full set of 6 inside the Toulouse half of the field. So here we go. Bradford now coming down the middle with Josh Johnson, who's just come on the field here for Fenton Rogers. Flanagan's in there at dummy half. Here goes Lilly. Lilly to Johnson. Johnson 15 metres out from that Toulouse line. We're fast approaching the 20-minute mark here at Odsal. A damp, wet, windy, typically end of February seasonal weather for Odsal. Lawrence plays the ball on tackle 3. Now it goes to Patton, to Lilly. Lilly floats the ball over the top. Guy Armitage with the interception. Armitage is away, but Armitage has knocked the ball on here, and the referee will call Guy Armitage back. He was about to enter a foot race with Patton and Blackmore, and it's more Bradford pressure. 10 metres out from the Toulouse line. They will have head and feed at the scrum. The message from Mark Dunning via Miles Lawford, the 18th man, is to calm things down. You don't need to score on every play is the message. So 20 minutes gone here at Odsal. 6 points apiece. Patton fires the ball to Gill. Gill tackle 1, rolled over on his back. That'll just give Toulouse that extra second and a little bit of breathing space. Flanagan's knocked the ball on at dummy half. Tackle 1. He's held his hand up here as George Flanagan. Well, he's gone from villain to hero, back to being the villain, and now scrum head and feed to Toulouse. And you suspect with the way Toulouse have been shutting out teams in 2023, that is a little bit of a coach for Mark Dunning and the Bradford Bulls. Losing the ball on tackle 1 was one of those elementary errors out of dummy half. Well, despite Toulouse's relegation from Super League, one leading light for the club has been Ollie Ashall-Bott after he made his season move from Huddersfield to Toulouse, and he's certainly at the heart of everything this afternoon. Bradford just have to keep an eye on him. He has that character, that speed, that flair. So Toulouse now playing the ball here. Ashall-Bott's gone in at dummy half, and you almost suspect Ashall-Bott just looks like he's getting ready to rev and potentially fire up the afterburners out of dummy half as Anthony Marion brought down by Josh Johnson and Flanagan. And this is a very good set of 6 here from Bradford. Toulouse restricted to just 30 metres in the mud and wet and wind here at Odsal. Sharrock sends one downtown to Tyndall. Tyndall takes it on the full. Here goes Liam Tyndall of the Leeds Rhinos on that dual reg. The special partnership between Bradford and Leeds has certainly been blossoming this week, with Mark Dunning and Rowan Smith agreeing to the dual reg of James McDonnell and Liam Tyndall. Roby's just come on the field here, and it's a penalty to Bradford for a swinging arm here on Josh Johnson. And everybody comes together. Michael Smale might just want to calm things down here. There was a little bit of petulance a moment ago between Belmas and Flanagan, and that was straight over the shoulders. And Josh Johnson just gets up and he looks at Joe Brereton and he says, if that's all you've got, son.
Honestly, mate, I've got it. I understand.
Penalty to Bradford, 10 shy halfway. Michael Smale just explaining the decision to Michael Lawrence. I think Michael Lawrence was wanting more than the penalty. 3 penalties to 1 Bradford lead here. And this is going to allow Dec Patton to take the balls deep inside to lose half of the field. So Flanagan off the field. Roby's on. We've had 24 minutes gone here at Odsal Stadium. And Bradford in a real tight, tense game of rugby league here with Toulouse. Tackle 1, AJ Wallace, 25 out, centre field. Roby now gives the ball to Lawrence. Michael Lawrence did the full 80 minutes in that opening game against Whitehaven. Bradford winning by 24 points to 8. Back down the middle, go with Johnson. Johnson gets the ball out the back door to Holmes. Holmes to Gill. Gill, 5 metres out, puts the handbrake on, stops himself going into touch. The right on this main stand side. Tyndall to Patton. Patton to Holmes. Holmes looks to unlock the defence. They've got the overlap of Bradford. Arundel to Blackmore. Blackmore steps in 1, steps in 2. Head down. He's wrapped up there by Peru and Pelissier. Here goes Roby out of dummy half. Taking on that Toulouse line. And Michael Smale says Toulouse are offside inside the 10. So it's a 6 again. And Bradford looking for the second try. It's not pretty. It's all straight down the middle with the thunderous forwards. Baldwinson now on tackle 1. Rolled over 2 metres out. Here goes Lawrence. Lawrence. Very deceptive there with the footwork. The 2 metres out. Patton kicks ahead to goal. And the ball has just beat everybody. And now look at Toulouse. They want to take the quick tap on the 20-metre line, which they will do. And here goes Guy Armitage. He's sprinting away. Tyndall goes for the legs and wraps him up 5 shy of halfway. But all of a sudden, Oshall Bott is now inside the Bradford half of the field. And that will be tackle 1. Those kicks into the in-goal area, they are very, very high risk, high reward plays. If it comes off, if it doesn't, and it goes dead, like it did then, as Bradford concede the penalty because Josh Johnson has gone in high in the tackle, you do concede the 20-metre restart. Well, they've awarded the penalty. 10 metres inside the Bradford half of the field. They're not going to go for 2.
Hold it now.
They are going to kick towards touch. Sylvan Houlis, who's down there on the touchline, was just talking to Shorrocks, and Shorrocks didn't fancy his chances. It's Bradford 6, Toulouse 6 here. Toulouse looking for their second try of the afternoon. Bradford having a real dig here as Hugo Pezet, who's just come on the field, takes tackle 2. Shorrocks to Berreton. Good defence there from Jordan Baldwinson. Another quick play of the ball though. Toulouse looking to exploit the edges. Josh Ralph wrapped up there. Good defence there from England and Lilly. Pelissier straight out of dummy half. Trying to get the ball down. Push back in the field of play. Hungry, energetic, infused Bulls defence here. Toulouse. Back to Ralph. Ralph, cross-field kick. Looking for Mark on. Bradford forced the ball dead. Oh, he's overruled the touch judge here. It's a tap on the 20-metre line. And here goes Liam Tyndall. Tyndall into Oshall Bott. Toulouse won't back the 10. Oh, he's given a 6 again now as the referee, but doesn't really help Bradford. I know in the NRL they did change that rule because teams on tackle 1 and 2 were just conceding the 6 games. Bradford now on tackle 2, just shy of halfway here. Jordan Baldwinson leaves the field for Kevin Appo, and here goes Kevin Appo. Appo, instant impact down the middle, just like he did last week against Widnes. He'll get to his feet, he'll play the ball. Roby now to Patton, Patton to Gill. Gill, 20 metres out from this Toulouse line, ready towards half-time here at Unsall Stadium. It's Bradford 6, Toulouse 6. Tyndall's in at dummy half. Patton now to Lawrence. Lawrence. Well, I'll tell you what, you've got to love the enthusiasm of Appo. Bradford on the last tackle down, 15 metres out. Appo to Lilly, crossfield kick from Lilly, looking for Blackmore. Armitage, did that come off the Toulouse man? It's still the last tackle. Lilly will have another crossfield kick. This time it's an invitation for Tyndall, but that's good defence there because Paul Marcon is just going to take the tackle 15 out from his own try line. So it's West Yorkshire Radio, West Yorkshire Rugby League, and we've got 11 minutes to go to half-time here. It is still Bradford 6, Toulouse 6 here. A real arm wrestle. Both sides really giving everything down this forward battle down the middle. Ashall Bott now. Didn't really want to take the tackle there from Appo, Lilly and England. The work ethic there of Kevin Appo's just come on the field. Joe Berriton, he's gone through big minutes so far. He's wrapped up there by Wallace and Lawrence. Toulouse up to halfway, they're on the last tackle. Shorrock's put under pressure from Wallace. That should be an easy take here for Holmes. 10 out from his own line. But no sooner has Tom Holmes dealt with the initial aerial bombardment from Shorrock's. Toulouse have compounded their problems because they're a little bit too eager on the kick chase. And that's another penalty to the Bulls. They're 4 for the afternoon. So 4 penalties to 2. And Bradford awarded 2 set restarts to the 1 that Toulouse have had. Well, Sylvan Hull has praised the discipline of Toulouse going into this game. Won't be pleased with the 4 penalties and the set restarts. Kevin Appo, tackle 1. Crucial set of 6 feel here. Bradford, they're going to have a full set just about in Toulouse, half of the field. Josh Johnson now. He's brought down in a 2-man tackle by Dominic Peru and Anthony Marion. Beckett's going to go here with Roby to Patton, to Lilly, Lilly to Holmes. Holmes juggles the ball, but he's wrapped up there by Stefani, sorry. He brings him down on halfway, so Bradford just lost a little bit of ground there on that one, but that's immediately gone back to him with a lovely run and carry here by Ben Blackmore, and here goes George Roby scampering out of dummy half, and Roby carries Bradford 15 metres out. 10 minutes to half-time here at Unsall, 6 points apiece. Lilly to Patton, Patton into the in-goal area. That's come off another Toulouse player, and it's a penalty to the Bradford Bulls because Dominic Peru, he was in front of the ball when it hit Matthew Jusame, and that is a penalty to Bradford. And Mark Dunning has a big decision to make here. Will he send the kicking tee on the field? Yes, he will. Det Patton says we will potentially retake the lead here at Unsall Stadium. Well, that ball was really, really difficult for Matthew Jusame to deal with. As we say, the heavens have opened here at Unsall, and anybody that's ever been to Unsall in the sunshine knows, you know, Unsall has its own microclimate. You know, the temperature, it's about 6 degrees, but it feels like -6. It's a real cold, dark, dull, dreary. The kick predictor here, it's at 91% for Patton. It's 18 metres to the left-hand side of the post. Can Patton pilot the Bulls into the lead? Yes, he can. Bradford Bulls 8, Toulouse Olympique 6 here at Unsall Stadium. We've got 9 minutes to go to half-time, and Bradford, for all their efforts inside the Toulouse half of the field, they are rewarded with 2 valuable, hard-earned points.
There's no choice on that one. It's one of those.
Bradford 6 turns to 8. Toulouse 6.
Time in, boys.
Patton 2 from 2 this afternoon.
When you're ready,
In
Jake.
awful, filthy conditions. We're back up and away here.
That's
With
okay, that's
Josh.
okay.
Ralph, who gets proceedings
Surrender!
back on the way.
Stand
Ralph
down.
and Shorrocks, 2 close season signings. Ralph from the Mounties, Shorrocks from Newcastle Thunder.
Don't move! Hold! Hold!
And Kevin
No.
Apotek's tackle 1, 20 out
Referee
from his
this
own
left side,
try
mate.
line. Here goes Johnson. He's only made a couple of metres forward there, Josh Johnson, but he's
Release!
immediately smothered by those big Toulouse forwards.
Referee, don't walk
And
off
one
the
of those
mat,
that's
Josh.
come on the field is Hugo Pezet. Bradford being contained here on this set restart.
Release!
Floodlights on here at Odsall.
Go forward, Brad!
Quite unheard of when you've got a 1 o'clock kickoff, but that gives you an
Bastard,
idea
go
of
on,
just
Josh!
how
Oh, no!
dark and
Come here,
dull
come
it
here.
is
George,
here with these
nothing.
grey menacing clouds. Bradford on the last.
Gears
Miller
off, gears
from
off.
halfway sends
Oh,
one
he's gonna
down
get
here
in
to
about
Paul
twice.
Markham.
Okay, he's okay.
Here goes Paul
One,
Markham.
8
Markham's
out.
wrapped up tackle
Hold.
1 just outside his own 20-metre line. Shorrocks goes in there at dummy half. Ball goes now here with
Josh,
Visserman. He's
out.
got a try last week against the York Knights.
good, just mate.
And Bradford playing really well here. And Apo comes in with Lawrence,
Mate,
and that will
Michael.
restrict Ashall Bott's
Hold, George, in the hole!
momentum and tendency to cause problems going forward.
Oh,
Here goes
George,
Guy
out.
Armitage, been kept really quiet
Hold!
so far. Toulouse, 40 metres out. They're on tackle number 4. Back they come down the middle here with Dimitri Biscardo, who's just come on the field. They're on the last now, 20 metres out.
Josh,
Bradford
Josh.
8, Toulouse 6. Pelissier, Shorrocks to Peru. Lovely ball! And Toulouse will score on the power play. Lovely, lovely handling in these wet weather conditions. And Paul Markham has just crossed in this main stand corner. And just like that, Toulouse have just played the edges.
Very good place.
It was lovely, lovely play. Very instinctive of Dominic Peru.
Relatively
He
okay.
sucked in Gill and Holmes. And then in support on the outside, Paul Markham, who has crossed 5 metres in from this main stand side here at Odsall Stadium. The Bulls 8, Toulouse 10.
Call, mate. Yeah. I'll talk to Caden Gill on them kick chase.
And we've got 5 minutes to go to half time.
Really hard to find my position.
Key predictor here for Jake Shorrocks.
Coming
It's
now.
at 70% with the right boot.
Yes.
He will pilot this one between the posts and Toulouse re-establish
Good.
for the first time their lead.
Looks right, mate.
Well, re-establish is the wrong word. Establish the
3
lead
minutes,
for the
Ruben.
first time.
Ruben, keep going.
West Yorkshire Radio,
Time you run!
Bulls TV,
When you're ready.
Bradford 8, Toulouse
He's cut.
12.
He's only going to touch it.
And the ball has gone out on the full here
Touch it.
from Deck
You've only
Patton.
got to touch it.
And that's a penalty to Toulouse. And this could be a crucial period in this game
Do
now.
not have to catch them.
He's just put a bit too much on the power bar as Deck
That's
Patton.
okay, that's okay.
Although Toulouse have not found touch,
Knocked it on.
but the referee is giving a penalty here because someone's shown dissent, I believe. Well, Michael Smale's given back-to-back penalties.
Time off.
He was going to say that the ball's been knocked on by Ben Blackmore. Bradford have
pushed it forward.
protested. And now referee Michael Smale's given
Wait
the
for me.
penalty. And all of a sudden, the penalty count is at
Drop
4
back,
penalties
no.
apiece.
Ruben, wait for me. I'm bringing them back.
And now the referee
Boys here.
just wants everything to be
Right, Michael.
taken. On the spot, Rene will tap it. So Toulouse, a fresh set of 6. After that try from Paul Markham.
Run, mate,
20 out from the
Make it
Bradford
there.
line. If they can get their third try
Go.
of this first half, they'll go into the sheds. By far the happier of the two teams. The majority of this first half, Toulouse have been really having to defend all this Bradford pressure. Forward pass out of the hands. Ball's gone to ground. Referee's going to blow the whistle. And that was just jumping the gun there. Josh Ralph
Ben,
firing the ball
hit it, mate.
to
Ball.
Ruben
A
Rennie.
couple of people, but it is your ball.
and the former Newton Jets centre just overrunning the pass.
Ruben, we're here. Now, yeah.
Scrum head and feet to the Bradford Bulls, and the scoreboard remains here at Odsal with 2 minutes to half time. Bradford 8, Toulouse 12. We could be going the distance here at Odsal.
Clock off. Ball in.
This afternoon.
Out.
Well, Hugo Pezet, the 22-year-old young second rower, he has come on the field and he has been the equal to Kevin Apple. So from the scrum here, Bradford, they're up to their own 30-metre line. Here goes Roby. Josh Johnson having a very tasty, fiery Bradford Bulls debut. Lily. Patton.
Okay.
Wallace. Inside the Toulouse half of the field. 60 seconds left on the clock here. This will be Bradford's final set of 6 as Holmes now is away. Holmes brought down 25 metres out from the Toulouse line. Bit of a push there. Referee says, get up, play the ball. It goes from Patton to Lily. Lily floats it out to Blackmore. Blackmore towards the corner. Loses the ball, does Blackmore. Very nearly a half break and a half chance there for Ashall, but seconds left at the end of this first half here at Odsal as Apple comes in, as the hooter sounds, and that is half-time here at Odsal Stadium. Bradford 8, Toulouse 12, and the applause here at half-time will tell you what the supporters think about that Bradford Bulls first half performance. It has been one that has been full of effort, of character, and the Bradford Bulls once again making life difficult for the opposition here at Odsal. Johnson and Foster, not seen Brad Foster yet. So time on here, second half underway.
That's okay.
And Bradford will have first use of the ball here at Odsal Stadium. And they will take tackle number 1, 20 metres out from their own try line. Lily now goes in there at dummy half. And it's going to be a first taste of action right at the start of this second half here for Ben Blackmore. Now it's going to go Lily to Johnson. Josh Johnson's going to carry the Bulls up to the road 40-metre line. So 3 tackles gone, and Bradford have already made 40 metres here. Roby out of dummy half to Patton. Patton to Apple. Apple's brought down there in a 2-man tackle led by Beverton and Peru. They're up to halfway, the Bulls on tackle 4. Here goes Lawrence, enters Toulouse territory, and that is a solid start here from the Bradford Bulls. The 5 inside the Toulouse half of the field. Lily, high, hanging kick. Kick comes down kindly for Armitage, but no sooner has Armitage turned his back on the kick chase defence, he looks up and Arundel, the former Wakefield Hull Halifax man, and Brad England, once upon a time of the Doncaster Rugby League Club, wrapping him up on tackle number 1. Here goes Paul Marcon. It was his try 4 minutes from half time that has put Toulouse in an ever so slightly advantage at 12 points to 8. But they're not getting any advantage here because Hugo Pezet, the 22-year-old young French back rower, has just been swarmed upon by Johnson and Apple. Pelissier scampers out of dummy half, up to halfway. Toulouse on the last tackle now. Marion gives it to Shorrocks. Shorrocks down to Tyndall. Tyndall takes it out on the full, 10 out from his own line. And that blue shirt, blue short wall of Toulouse defence all run up as one. And they make sure that Liam Tyndall's run will be halted. Can the Bulls repel this Toulouse attack here? They know they're going to have an opportunity. They know they're going to have chances. Points will be at a premium once again this afternoon. There's a lot of character in this Bulls side, a lot of spirit in it. Roby now to Lawrence, to Lily. Lily. Oh, he's done exceptionally well as Brad England to keep hold of the ball, but the ball's been stolen one-on-one. The 2 11s collide, and Stefani has stolen the ball from England, so that might just give Toulouse the little bit of a nudge here. It is Bradford 8, Toulouse 12 here. Odsel's just gone a little bit subdued in the rain here as Toulouse moving over on that right-hand edge here with Biscardo. And Biscardo's going to be brought down 25 metres out from the Bradford line, just to the right of centre field. Back in centre field here now with Marion. Ball, one-hand take there from Stefani. But that's good defence from Apo, who's come charging out. Also involved in the tackle there is Joe Arundel, who hasn't really done much wrong this afternoon. Real strong showing here from Joe Arundel, the former Halifax Panthers man. Anti-Marion's wrapped up. Toulouse happy to take the tackle. 20 metres out in front of the post. They're on the fifth and last here. Ball kicked along the floor by Pelissier. Bradford have lost the ball. There's a chance here for Josh Ralph. Bradford run the ball dead. Goal line drop out. First goal line drop out of the afternoon, and it's been forced here by Toulouse. So Bradford, they concede, and it's a repeat set of six here. You could just see what Josh Ralph was doing. He combined there with Jake Shorrocks, created a little bit of a small gap, and that is where that kick was targeted towards. Not quite sure who the Bradford player was who knocked the ball on, but the referee saying, Toulouse have lost the ball on tackle one, but the referee will penalise Kevin Apo for stealing the ball, and Kevin Apo has been penalised alongside Michael Lawrence and George Roby. Two in the tackle, says Michael Smale. Bradford have conceded the last three penalties. It's 5-4 now. Penalty awarded 10 metres inside the Bradford half of the field. Shorrocks once again looks towards Sylvan Houle. Sylvan Houle just does the roll and motion. And here we go. Toulouse now looking for their third try of the afternoon here at Odsal. Tackle number one. 10 metres out from that Bradford Bulls try line. Pelissier is in there at dummy half. It is going to go to Biscardo. He's brought down 5 metres out. Good defence there from Josh Johnson and Brad England. They're just to the left-hand side of the Bradford post here, Toulouse, looking to extend their lead as they're moving over on the edges with Dominic Peru. Peru wrapped up. He's got a very similar hairstyle to Anthony Marion. Back in centre field here now with Ralph. Ralph gives it to Marion. Marion's wrapped up. Tackle 4 gone here for Toulouse. The 15 metres out. Shorrocks to Pezet. Hugo Pezet wrapped up there by Roby, Apo and Lawrence. AJ Wallace coming in there as the third man, and they're on the last tackle here. Toulouse in front of the Bradford post. It's a short, flat ball there, and Dimitri Biscardo trying to reach out, but he can't get past Lilly and England and Josh Johnson. So Toulouse run out of tackles. That run is halted. 5 metres out from the Bradford line, and here on West Yorkshire Radio, West Yorkshire Rugby League, the Rugby League World scoreboard, Bradford 8, Toulouse 12. Back in possession of Bradford. The 20 metres out from the run line. Here goes Lilly. Lilly caught on the shoulders there. Crowd appealing for a penalty. Lilly just gets on with it. Patton looks for a 40-20, but he's kicked it straight off the heel of Ashall Butt, who traps the ball, picks it up, and Apo comes in on Ashall Butt, and he's going to be penalised again. Is Kevin Apo. He's literally just come on and clattered Ashall Butt, and he looks to the referee, and Michael Smale says it's contact to the back of the head. He's going to the back pocket here, and Kevin Apo, listen to the boos and jeers. Apo has been sent to the sin bin. Michael Smale, the 34-year-old referee from Dunedin in New Zealand, has said Kevin Apo, the former P&G Hunters man, has used dangerous contact on the head of Ollie Ashall Butt. It's 4 straight penalties here now to Toulouse. And referee Michael Smale,
On the line here.
he was very, very quick to give that penalty. So Apo goes for 10 in the bin. Tom Holmes was sent to the sin bin last weekend in that narrow win over Windus. So the Bulls now are going to be down to 12 for the next 10 minutes. We've had 6 minutes gone on his second half. More Toulouse pressure. Pelissier to Ralph, to Shorrocks, to Pezet.
Out, Michael!
Pezet brought down, just to the right and side of the post. Here goes Anthony Maria, goes past Roby, can't get past Johnson and Lawrence. Referee Smale urging Bradford back on their own try line. Pelissier goes straight towards Lawrence, and Lawrence wraps up Pelissier. Last tackle, it's Bradford 8, Toulouse 12 here. A real thriller from the championship, and Toulouse are over the line. The pass went 2 yards forward. The officials have missed it. Boos and jeers reverberate around Odsall. The try will stand, but that ball, it went a good couple of yards forward. And Toulouse getting all the luck of the 50-50 calls here. And Toulouse extend their leads. It's Bradford 8, Toulouse 16. A criminal forward pass straight out of the ruck there. It was missed by all the officials. Well, I think when they come back to watch the tail of the tape, they might be a little bit frustrated that that one has gone by. Bradford can't feel any sense of agreement. Sometimes you literally have to deal with the adversity. But Toulouse have extended their lead here. It is now 16 points to 8, and Shorrocks will have a conversion from in front. A controversial decision. Shorrocks from in front. Toulouse 18, Bradford 8. We're in the 49th minute here in Odsall Stadium. West Yorkshire Radio, West Yorkshire Rugby League Bulls TV. Shorrocks goes out to 2 from 3. Sorry, 3 from 4 for Shorrocks. And we're back underway here in Odsall. Well, that ball, it went 2 yards forward. I think it was just the way Toulouse were just upping the ante with Pelissier in that dummy half roll. But the only people who missed that decision were the officials. Here comes Toulouse now. They've got a very difficult job at the best of times, but they're just getting that roll on the Toulouse. Crowd getting a little bit frustrated with what is happening out there on the field from the men in black as Toulouse cut clear now with Pelissier. Pelissier towards Marion. Marion's wrapped up underneath the post, and Marion's lost the ball. And it's on here because a Toulouse player has thrown a punch, and it's on again. And the referee, Michael Smale, has to get a control of this. We saw Belmas in that first half throw a punch at George Flanagan, and the officials, well, we've got to call it how it is. They've lost all control here of the officials. They have to sort something about it, because Dominic Peru, he's still tangling now with Tom Holmes. You can hear what the crowd say. It's bedlam here in Odsall. And the touch judge is still trying to separate the two sides here. It was a lovely last grass tackle on Anthony Marion. Marion thought it was underneath the Bradford post for a fourth try to Toulouse, but the tackle came in, the ball bobbled. Bradford clearly still feeling aggrieved after what's happened, following that forward pass try underneath the post.
I'll talk to you in a second.
Michael Smale has a huge job sorting this out. He'll take the report from the touch judges.
It's a knock on, a lot of pushing shove.
Let's listen in.
Yeah, just have a word with Lambert.
Let's get the captains.
Lambert Belmas is being singled out here. I think Michael Smale just wants to try and calm things down here.
Look, mate, I've not seen any punches. So the knock on.
Michael Lawrence is telling Michael Smale about the punch.
What I can't have is
Michael Smale is telling Michael Lawrence that he didn't see any punches.
See you later. The ball is being
He's
played
telling both players to settle things down. Oh, well, Michael Lawrence, you could hear what he was saying to the referee. He was saying, what about the punch, sir? Michael Smale clearly said to Michael Lawrence, he took the report of the two touch judges, and he said they've not seen the punch.
Cut it out.
Because there was bedlam in the middle of the field with pretty much all 26 players rushing in and grabbing each other. Well, that will be closely studied by the RFL match review panel, let me tell you. 10 metres out now from their own line. Bradford back in possession. Kieran Gill, tackle one. And it's already getting fiery out there on the field. The message from the official was to calm things down. Apple's in the bin, remember. AJ Wallace now 10 metres out from his own line. Tackle 2. Bradford down by 10. Need a score next. Brad England's gone in there with a real menacing run. Oh, there's more stuff happening here off the ball. The players come together again. George Roby's kicked it off, and here we go. It's on again at Odsall. The players all come running in. The officials have lost control. And I think Michael Smale now has to sort this out, because this is descending into an utter farce. I'm not sure why Guy Armitage has run all the way across from the far wing, but he's come running in, grabbed hold of Lawrence, dragged Lawrence onto the floor. Arguably, there weren't any punches thrown on this one, but I do believe the first error is going to be the knock-on from Bradford, 20 metres out from their own line. And Michael Smale now just trying to separate both players.
Just keep going.
Well, he'll be using all his experience, Michael Smale, here. As we said, he was a former rugby union referee, then decided to try his hand at the greatest game.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to the back pocket here. Jordan Lilly is going to be sent to the sin bin. So Jordan Lilly joins Apple. Well, a Toulouse player surely will be joining Jordan Lilly here. And it's going to be 10 minutes in the sin bin here for Hugo Pezzet. So Lilly and Pezzet sent to the sin bin. Pezzet's just looking to the fourth official here, saying, what on earth has gone on here? Lilly shrugging his shoulders as well. I'm guessing there has to be action after the Toulouse player, Guy Armitage, running in from the other side of the field and then lifting Michael Lawrence up. So it's a penalty to the Bradford Bulls. That's fired up this big crowd here. So here we go. And it's on again as Joe Arundel's through. Arundel's through. And Arundel's going to score. It's a spectacular try. Game back on here at Odsall. Joe Arundel. It was a lovely quick tap ball here. It was tapped there by Arundel. Arundel went past Ashall Bott, and Arundel from 45 metres out. A spectacular tap, shot and go. And it's on again here at Odsall. The players surrounding the officials. Someone's actually thrown the touch judge's flag on the floor. Well, Michael Smale needs to sort this out here. It's Paul Lewis O'Brien.
Sorry, mate.
And he wants to have a word here with Michael Smale.
Causes it. Look.
The try awarded.
Have a word with Lambert when you get back to the halfway.
It was right on this main stand side. Joe Arundel, he quickly tapped the ball. Toulouse were complaining, saying Arundel, he's tapped it in the wrong place. We've just watched it back on the replay. It was perfectly legal. Patton had found touch. 45 metres out from the Toulouse line. Toulouse was still wanting to argue with the officials. You've got Pezzet and Lilly in the bin. Appo's in the bin as well. There's no more room in the same bin. It's bursting at capacity. And Joe Arundel has literally gone 45 metres past Guy Armitage, past Ashall Bott, and he's rolled back the years. One of the tries of the season. Patton from this main stand touchline. This one, it's there. It's between the posts, and it's Bradford 14, Toulouse 18 here at Odsall. We're just approaching the hour mark at Odsall. Strap yourselves in. We're going the distance this afternoon on West Yorkshire Rugby League. As the war cry of "Come on, you Bulls" reverberates around Odsall Stadium. Well, I think whatever happens from now on in this game, Mark Dunning and the Bulls know they have given just about everything. So, 24 minutes left here at Odsall. Josh Johnson juggles the restart. And he's took an elbow there, and it's on again, 5 metres out from the Bradford line. they're just going to try and calm it down here. Josh Johnson's gone looking for retribution, and the referee's urging Toulouse to clear the ruck and come back to 10. Play continues here with Blackmore, as Blackmore's being caught on the back. Well, it's just, the players are taking everything into their own arms here. This is probably the fiercest I've ever seen a championship match. It is a battle royal out there on the field. The players giving everything as Josh Johnson now carries Bradford up to halfway. You can hear how animated and frustrated the crowd are. Patton floats it out to Gill. Gill's away, gives the ball there to Tyndall. Tyndall kicks ahead, looking for Gill, but Asholbot comes across and he will take the tackle. 20 out from his own try line. Bradford 14, Toulouse 18 here at Odsal Stadium. West Yorkshire Radio, West Yorkshire Rugby League. Toulouse now with Asholbot calming it down with Armitage. He takes a stroll towards Wallace, and Wallace comes in there with Tyndall. Another quick play of the ball here. Ruben Rennie inside the Bradford half of the field for Toulouse. Here goes Ralph to Asholbot. Bots away. Bots put the ball down. Bradford have picked the ball up with Tom Holmes. And Tom Holmes is going to take the tackle 10 shy of halfway. Kevin Apple's back on the field from his spell in the sin bin. We've just hit the hour mark here at Odsal. 20 minutes to go. Next try wins it, you feel. The rain is just relentless, so it's going to get a little bit drier out there. Here goes Apple down the middle. Kevin Apple's made 15 metres. Bradford 30 out from the Toulouse line. Centre field position. Here goes Patton. Patton disrupts the shoulder. Offloads the ball behind him to Roby. Roby to Apple again. Apple 15 metres out. Bradford on that last tackle in front of the Toulouse post. Roby now to Patton. Patton to Holmes to Gill. Gill gets the ball out to Tyndall. Tyndall's in at the corner. Liam Tyndall for the Bradford Bulls. Try given. The Bulls have gone back to back. It's 18 points apiece. Odsal alive and rocking on a Saturday afternoon. And it was Liam Tyndall, just like he did last season in that thrilling game against the Batley Bulldogs. He potentially has got the match winner here for the Bulls. Toulouse, the shell-shocked, the rocked, all the players running in. It has clearly unsettled the Toulouse game plan. The structure has gone up in smoke. And Bradford have come up with a real classic try. Lovely edge play from Patton involving Gill. Gill sucked in, Jusame and Marcon, and it was Tyndall with millimetres to spare. He reached out and got it down in at the corner. A real thriller game here from the championship. The clock here at Odsal says we have 19 minutes left to go. But that could be a real crucial score in the end scheme of things. Liam Tyndall has literally worked his blood to thunder. Kick predictor here for Deck Patton. Oh, it's saying 62%. Can Patton give the Bulls the lead from the far stand touchline? Patton can give the Bulls the lead. Bradford Bulls 20. Toulouse 18. We're in the 62nd minute here at Odsal Stadium, and this game just goes up another notch. It is pulsating. Late drama last week as Tom Holmes and the Bulls thwarted the Widnes Vikings. Are the Bulls about to take another club's 100% record? It's West Yorkshire Radio, West Yorkshire Rugby League, and it's Bradford Bulls 20, Toulouse 18. Don't forget tomorrow, full match commentary of Batley against Keighley. Will that one live up to this one? This one has had all the hype, and it's certainly delivered on the drama and the tension. 18 minutes left here. Lawrence tackle free on the restart, 20 shy of halfway. Roby's in there at dummy half to Patton. Patton. Once again involving Holmes. Holmes is away. Holmes is broken clear. Holmes is wrapped up there in a last grasp tackle by Jake Shorrott, but Toulouse have not set their defensive stall as Liam Tyndall now goes on the attack. They're on the last tackle, Bradford, 10 metres out. Roby to Patton. Crossfield kick for Patton. Toulouse have lost the ball in the in-goal area. And Ashall Bott is grounded behind the line. And we go back again. It's another goal line dropout. This time to the Bulls. And this big crowd inside Hudsall this afternoon. They are being the 18th man for Mark Dunning and the Bradford Bulls. Lily and Pezek, they're just moments away from coming out of the bin. And I think, thankfully, after 10 minutes of just silly, scrappy play, I know you can be critical of the officials, but the players, you know, they deserve some criticism as well for taking things into their own hands. Bradford awarded a penalty here on tackle 1. Apo, he's had the ball stolen. 45 metres out from the Toulouse post. And all of a sudden, we've now got another bit of a high penalty count. 7 penalties apiece, 14 in total.
In the middle.
And we've got 16 minutes left on the clock. 16 minutes. Is this the set of 6 where we talk about opportunities and converting those opportunities into points in the board? Lawrence tackle 1. Johnson tackle 2. 12 metres out, centre field position, right in front of the Toulouse Olympique post here at Hudsall. Roby now to Patton, cut out ball to Gill. Gill taking Pal Mark on, and Ali Ashall Bott with him. They're over on that left hand edge, the Bulls. They're 5 metres out here. AJ Wallace to Patton. Patton now to Johnson. Johnson takes the 2-man tackle. 10 metres out in a centre field position. Pezek and Lily about to come back on the field. Here goes Lawrence now to Patton. Bullet pass out wide to Blackmore. Blackmore steps back in the field of play, and Ben Blackmore is now running a lateral line across the face of the post, and Blackmore is going to feed AJ Wallace, and AJ Wallace is over the line for the Bradford Bulls. The Bulls have scored 3 tries in 5 minutes, and the Bulls lead here at Hudsall by 24 points to 18. Toulouse are absolutely shell-shocked. There's arguing amongst each other. It was Ben Blackmore. It was a lovely lateral run. He's run 50 metres sideways. He sucked in that Toulouse defence, and it was just, here you go, pump it up and pass. And Wallace, a lovely diagonal line from 10 metres out. And AJ Wallace has his first try of the season. Bradford 24, Toulouse 18. Patton's conversion could be crucial here at Hudsall. This game could be one of those that lives long in the memory. Roby leaves the field, Flanagan back on. Josh Johnson leaves with a standing ovation. Kick predictor here for Patton, 78%, 10 metres in from the far stand side. This to give the Bradford Bulls a 2-score lead here at Hudsall in this pulsating game from the championship. Patton keeps and maintains his 100% record. It's Bradford 26, Toulouse 18 here at Hudsall. We're in the 65th minute. We've got 15 minutes to go. Flanagan, Arundel, Tyndall and Wallace, the try scorers this afternoon for the Bulls. Patton 5 from 5.
When you're ready.
And this will be a huge scalp for the Bradford Bulls. Should the Bulls get the job done here? They're in a commanding position here. Well, we thought Liam Tyndall might have been grabbing the glory for the Bulls. Potentially, it is AJ Wallace's try. They've scored 3 tries in just over 5 minutes, the Bradford Bulls. Here we go on the restart again. Liam Tyndall carries Bradford 30 out from their own try line. In there at dummy half is George Flanagan. Now it goes to Patton. Patton to Apo. Apo takes 3, 4 Toulouse players with him, and that's created a bit of a hole here as Lawrence goes straight through that gap up to halfway, and they're on the last tackle now, the Bulls on the restart. Flanagan to Patton, they're running it again. Here goes Wallace. Wallace is away. Wallace is still going. Wallace just loses his footing, and it's a try-saving tackle there from Anthony Marion. even 25 metres out from the line, because if Wallace breaks through Marion, he's throwing in Ashall Bott, and there was Gill and Tyndall on that left-hand edge. So a crucial tackle there from Anthony Marion. Bradford 26, Toulouse 18. We've got 13 minutes left here at Odsal Stadium. Toulouse now 10 metres inside the Bradford half of the field. Moving the ball over on that right-hand edge here with Ruben Rennie. Rennie's brought down, 20 out. Toulouse need a score quick. They're down by 8. Shorrocks now gives the ball inside to Belmas, and Belmas is 15 out. They're on the last tackle here, Toulouse Olympique. It's Bradford 26, Toulouse 18. The ball goes to Marion. It goes to Shorrocks. Shorrocks puts one up. Holmes takes it in the field of play, and Holmes is brought down by Ashall Bott and Armitage, 5 metres out from his own try line, and Toulouse have conceded the set restart here because Guy Armitage was just laying on in the tackle. It's fast, it's frenetic, it's a thrilling, breathtaking game here from the Championship as the players come together here. George Flanagan appealing, and he wants a card. Michael Smale's gone to the back pocket. Toulouse are down to 12 men. Michael Smale has lost patience here, and it's Joe Berreton who's going for 10. He has come in with a swinging arm on the back of George Flanagan, and Toulouse have hit total implosion here. Penalty awarded. Well, he's not happy here, Joe Berreton. There's a few remarks being made towards supporters. Bradford, can they make that numerical? Well, Joe Berreton's finally sat down in the dugout. I suspect Sylvan Houlis would have wished he'd have just gone straight there in the first place. So penalty to Bradford. Bradford hunting a 4th try in this second half. They're 20 metres out now with Apo. Flanagan to Patton. Patton to Lilly. Lilly to England. England fronts up. Goes straight down the heart and soul of this Toulouse Olympique defence. And we've got 11 minutes left on the clock here at Odsal Stadium. Jordan Lilly to Holmes. Holmes through a gap. Sharp shooting his way. Ollie Oshalbot brings him down. Flanagan's in there at dummy half, and Flanagan is a metre out from the Toulouse line. It was the last tackle. It was a power play, and George Flanagan will turn over possession a metre out from that Toulouse line. Toulouse is looking very jaded, very battered and bruised here at Odsal as Brad Foster and Michael Lawrence wrap up Guy Armitage. What have Toulouse got left in the tank? Paul Marcon looks in vain to get past Apo, Gill and Patton. None forthcoming. Toulouse now back down the middle channel. Ashall Bott's looking to create something. He's going to say to Pelissier, try the edges, and that's where Toulouse go. Jussamer brought down on tackle number 4. The 10 metres shy of halfway. The heavens open again here at Odsal Stadium. And they're on the last tackle here to Sylvan Houlis' side. The 5 shy of halfway. Ball back here to Ralph. Josh Ralph, the former Mounties stand-off half, puts boot to ball. He was looking for touch, but he's managed to find Ben Blackmore. Jordan Bolwinson comes on the field for Kevin Apo, and fed to Rogers back out there. Does well and carries Bradford just shy of halfway. Back down the middle channel, they're going to go here with Bolwinson. Bolwinson's brought down. On halfway here, the former Yorkman. He'll get the quick play of the ball in. Tyndall's in there at dummy half. Liam Tyndall, 40 out from that Toulouse try line. There's 8 minutes to go, and there's 8 points the difference. Bradford 26, Toulouse 18. Here goes Michael Lawrence. Last tackle for Bradford, the 25 out. Centre field position. Good defence there from Marion and Peru. It's going to go from Bolwinson to Patton. Patton pumps the ball up. Gill and Tyndall on that left-hand edge. But that's a good take there by Paul Marcon. Takes it on the full. Gets the quick play of the ball in with Ashall Bott now scampering out of dummy half. But he is going to meet Michael Lawrence head on. And his run is restricted there because Bradford have got their defensive solidity and shape and structure restricting and squeezing Toulouse at every opportunity. Well, this has been an absolutely enthralling, pulsating encounter here at Odsal Stadium this afternoon. One of those games where a lot of people will say that we're here in years to come. Toulouse about to potentially see their 100% record end here at Odsal, and it'll be the second week in succession that Bradford have had teams at 100%. Witness last week, Toulouse this afternoon. There's still time to go. There's still time for Toulouse and Sylvan Houlis' side there. 20 metres inside the Bradford Bulls half of the field. Pelissier now goes wide here with Shorrocks. Shorrocks now. Back to Peru. Peru is wrapped up. And Dominic Peru tries to get a quick play of the ball, in which he does. Now it goes to Ralph. Ralph back on the inside. There's a chance here for Belmas. Belmas is brought down 12 metres out. They're on the last tackle here, Toulouse, in front of the Bradford post. It's a last tackle play, the game on the line. Ralph kicks in field for Ashall Bolt. Holmes gets there, takes it on the full, and Tom Holmes now from the 20-metre line with Toulouse defence scrambling back. Oh, Holmes is kept on the possession here, and the referee says penalty because Toulouse have gone in with a shoulder, and a Bradford player has been taken out off the ball, and Michael Smale will stop the clock, and he is looking at number 24, Pierre-Jean Lima, and Pierre-Jean Lima could be in a spot above her because Tom Holmes wanted that tap on the 20. He went hurrying away up to halfway, and somebody out of the corner of the eye has been taken out, and Toulouse's ill discipline is going to cost them the game here this afternoon. It is that ill discipline that will see Toulouse lose this, because on the back of having Pezet, Brereton in the bin, and this penalty now, which must be the third or fourth time in this second half, we've had penalties for high tackle, throwing a punch at the back of the head, which saw Brereton sit in the sin bin. And it's Kieran Gill, the Bradford player, who got taken out off the ball. He's receiving medical treatment. And it's another penalty to Bradford. And that will just eat into this clock, because Bradford, they have an 8-point lead here at Odsal Stadium. Arundel's going to tap it. No 45-metre try from Arundel on this occasion. 20 metres out now. Blackmore. Back to Rogers. Fenton Rogers. 15 metres out. Oohs and ahs from the crowd. We've got 6 left on the clock. Bradford lead by 8. Lilly to Holmes, to Arundel. Arundel still going. Holmes has been taken out off the ball, and it's another penalty here. And Michael Smale will take the report from the touch judge. I've got to be brutally honest here. We try not to be biased. We try to call this as we see it. But what on earth is Sylvan Houlis' side doing here, other than taking law into their own hands? And now Dominic Peru's going to be in trouble, because he's taken out Tom Holmes off the ball, and it is in a very, very kickable position for Patton. We have 6 minutes left on the clock. Michael Smale just taking a report from the touch judge here. And Dick Patton already looking at the posts, and I think this will be a straightforward chance for Bradford to go through an extra 2 points here, or do you perhaps run a little bit of time off this clock? Because the lead by 8. Decision for Mark Dunning and the Bulls here. But more importantly, Tom Holmes gets to his feet here after receiving that medical treatment. He's back on his feet. So 6 minutes, 2 seconds left on the clock.
I'm going to go back there and tap from there. Boys are tapping, so we'll set the mark.
And Bradford are going to roll it on, yeah, I agree. You get the extra 2, it takes you to 10, and then Toulouse potentially go for the short kick-off. Bradford know here, a try here really does put this game beyond any doubt. Arundel tackle 1, now it's with Lilly, Patton. Back on the inside, and Bradford are 5 metres out underneath the Toulouse line. 5 minutes left on the clock here now as it goes to Rogers. Fenton Rogers brought down 2 metres out. Flanagan tries to pinch one out of dummy half. Flanagan's over the line and he's held up, and that will take more time off the clock. Well, Bradford, they had a thrilling last-minute burst of Tom Holmes that gave the Bulls their second win of the season while destroying Widnes 100% last week. Are the Bulls about to make it 3 from 3 at formidable Fortress Odsal in 2023? Here we go. Lily now to Patton, to Wallace. Wallace wrapped up by Pelissier in Peru. He's 5 metres out. We're on the last tackle. Lily's calling for the drop goal here. Will he get the ball, Jordan Lily? Patton to Lily. Lily flick on pass to England. England's run is halted 10 metres out, and Toulouse back in possession here, but they've not got a lot to work on because there's 4.5 minutes left at Odsal, and Bradford have turned over the ball on the last tackle power play, 10 metres out from their own try line. Ashall boxing there at dummy half. Berreton's still in the sin bin, so Toulouse are going to probably finish this game with the 12 men, and they've only really got themselves to blame here. There was a period in that second half where the officials did lose control, but where Bradford showed that level-headedness and that calmness. Toulouse, oh, hang on a second, Sharrocks is open over halfway. Ankle tap there from Flanagan. Wallace comes in as the second man. Toulouse still have a chance here. Ashall, though, has put the ball forward. Well, Toulouse have still got possession, say the officials. And they're on the last tackle. Ralph. Well, the ball's gone behind everybody there. The kick's going to come in from Dominic Peru. Peru, a lovely flick on pass off the Bradford player, but it's gone behind. And Liam Tyndall's away now. Tyndall against Sharrocks. Ashalbot comes in and wraps up Tyndall. Well, I tell you what, it's fast and frenetic at times, this game. It's difficult to keep up, but Tyndall to the rescue there for the Bulls. And there's like 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Bradford are going to win Toulouse's 100% start to the season, barring an absolute miracle, which would probably be an 8-point try to Toulouse. We won't jinx it. Toulouse defending inside their own 20-metre line here. Bradford knocking at the door. Down the middle, they're going to go with Blackmore. Blackmore offloads the ball behind to Flanagan. Flanagan's away. And George Flanagan. Well, Toulouse are going down here. Referee's gone to the back pocket. Is it yellow or red? He's gone to the back pocket because Flanagan has been tripped. Toulouse down to 11 here. Not quite sure what the colour of the card was. Yellow card, we've been told, but Toulouse will finish the game with 11 men here. It's their 4th player that's been sent to the sin bin. Flanagan was away towards the line, and that was a trip.
Decky going for 2. Come on, George, this way.
And I think Bradford here just go for 2 and run time off the clock, which Patton will do here. Bradford's 10th penalty of the afternoon.
Can hold.
Well, we've had a lot of players in the sin bin this afternoon. It's bursting full. We can't keep up.
Oh, my God.
But it was lovely play once again. Ben Blackmore, he sucked in the 3 defenders, found Flanagan. Flanagan away towards the line. And he was tricked there.
Roughly, I think.
So, a chance for Dick Patton here.
George, shut up.
With 60 seconds left on the clock to seal a famous, memorable victory here for the Bradford Bulls. The 11 men of Toulouse have really capitulated and compounded themselves this afternoon. Pelissier sent to the bin for that trip. Dick Patton, this to cement and seal a famous Bradford Bulls victory. Patton from in front of the post. 6 from 6 this afternoon from Dick Patton. It's Bradford Bulls 28, Toulouse 18, and the Bradford Bulls, with seconds left on the clock, will end Toulouse Olympics' unbeaten start to the season. They will destroy that 100% start to the season. Bradford 28, Toulouse 18. And we're back underway here with Sharrocks, who goes for a short, shallow 10-metre restart. And it's a penalty to Toulouse because Bradford were in an offside position according to the official. There's seconds remaining. They'll just tap the ball here. And Ruben Rennick takes the tackle. And it's full time here at Odsal Stadium. Bradford, they ended Witness's 100% record on Sunday. They've ended Toulouse's unbeaten record this afternoon. It is a performance for the ages. It was a championship game that had just about everything. It was breathtaking. It was enthralling. It was frenzied. It was feisty. Full time here at Odsal. Cheers turned to cheers, and the Bulls supporters in this big crowd. Nobody wants to go home. Everybody wants to soak up this performance.